All right. Just another normal day for me, AJ Styles, as I head into work at my job at TNA. As I say every time I arrive at work.
Psst, AJ, over here.
Russo, buddy, it's great to see you.
Shh, keep it down.
Wow, what's wrong? Is there a cougar in the area?
I mean, there's a few of them in line, but that's not really the point. Look, brother, people can't know that we're working together.
Well, why not? It makes no sense. I love this deal. I'm so full of pizza.
It would be best for business if other people didn't know what we know.
Is it because they think we're gay?
What? No. Why would you? Did someone say something?
Well, yeah. People call me gay all the time. The F word, the H word, the Q word, basically the whole alphabet. I can't stop thinking about it. Don't they call you anything like that?
They do not.
Well, huh.
Yeah. Well, look, anyways, the point is, as far as you and me working together, zip it. All right, bro?
Zip it. Huh. Well, yeah, I got it. Just make sure that pizza keeps flowing. Zip it.
Sure thing, brother. Sure thing. I'll see you later. Man, that kid sure eats a lot of Dominoes.
Why would you make this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for listening. This is Why Would You Make This Season 3, the Asylum Years. The only podcast to assault you with content so boring and confusing, you're forced to ask the question, why would you make this? I am Jimmy Time. I am joined by my co-hosts, Brother Skylar. How are you?
I don't know how I feel being called a co-host after being kind of like. What you're saying? I'm assaulting people? What? I don't agree to this. I'm not assaulting anyone. I didn't sign up for that.
All right. Well, we're also joined by J Delta Wagwan.
Wagwan. I'm just here to announce, in case anybody missed it, the disclosure. Congressional hearing today, they announced that the aliens are, in fact, also working with Russo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's
No, I didn't know that.
It just makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Because if this were real...
Bro, if this were real, the aliens, they would just fuck off. They wouldn't.
Yeah. All right, so this episode we're talking... we are taking you through the National Wrestling Alliance Total Nonstop Action Weekly Pay-Per-View Show, episode number 26, broadcasted on December 18th, 2002, live from Nashville, Tennessee at the Fairgrounds Coliseum, now known as the Indiana Farmers Coliseum, allegedly drawing 1,100 people in live attendance.
Nope.
1,100, no?
It sounded like that, but I also don't think that was the true audio.
Oh, okay. Double audio?
Yeah, they got it double looped it a couple times.
There was maybe a few times where there was a lot of chanting going on, and every single person was sitting down. Not a single mouth was moving.
Oh, all right.
Bro, I'm just saying, if this were real and there were aliens, they might be able to psychically chant, bro.
Got me there.
Yeah, can't argue with that one. All right, so... As per usual, episode 25 left us confused about the direction of the company and the motives of the characters, so let's try to explain why we are the way we are with our crazy past.
Wait a minute. What happened that got you so crazy?
First is the women's division, which only consists of my own personal storyline, where after 24 consistent weeks of not, TNA has finally booked Athena. But she did nothing and hasn't been booked in the 1 week since, so...
She got booked getting yelled at by Russo?
Also, she took 2 bumps from the Harris brothers.
Right.
Oh.
2 of their finishers. All right, next is the tag division. 5 weeks later, Father James Mitchell's Disciples of the New Church Slash and Brian Lee are still your NWA World Tag Team Champions. Next, the Harris brothers, Ron and Don, have agreed to join Vince Russo due to not being appreciated by the NWA. Next, believe it or not, it's back. The Flying Elvises have fallen apart, with Sonny Siaki going off on his own after burning the Elvis suit on camera, and with Jimmy Yang leaving for a tour of AJWP, or a tour of Japan with AJWP, and then also Priscilla leaving with Brian Lawler. There's no one really left, but 8 weeks later, Jorge Estrada still won't say that the Flying Elvises are dead.
I think that storyline's dead.
It's gotta be. They brought it back from 1 week and it's over again. And then finally, believe it or not, this is tag division related. Percy Pringle is here, and he has taken an interest in the tag division.
By standing on the top of the entranceway and making that face he makes.
Right. Occasionally getting involved, which is only one time, but... Next is your X division. After interference from a woman,
It's a woman!
Sonny Siaki is your new NWA TNA X division champion. Next is your World Division. After costing Killings his title, Mr. Wrestling 3 was revealed to be Vince Russo, and is now, Ron the Truth Killings wants revenge, obviously, for all the times he costed him, just hitting him in the head with a chair. And of course, as usual, while it's not very clear what the B or G stand for, BG James has come to TNA to turn his back on his family and his friends. Next, Vince Russo has come to save wrestling by starting the group SEX Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Yep.
He has also aligned himself with Jeff Jarrett, who was both unaware of and uninterested in the alliance. Which, of course, brings us to Jeff Jarrett will not be screwed over again like he already has been. Bye!
Whew.
Jackie Fargo, NWA President Jim Miller, Kurt Hennig twice, Brian Lawler twice, country music singer Toby Keith twice, NWA Authority figure Ricky the Dragon Steamboat twice, Scott Hall twice, Vince Russo 3 times, BG James 3 times, NWA Vice President Bill Barons 3 times, NWA Authority figure Bullet Bob Armstrong 4 times, James Mitchell and the New Church, and the Tennessee Titans.
20, how many is that?
27
27.
screw-ins.
Jeez.
It's the 26th episode. We're getting there.
Well, there was the clip show for 9/11, right? Wasn't that?
Oh, it was the
So there were 27 episodes.
well, 27 weeks, I guess, of TNA existing. Even on an off week, statistically, he was still screwed. All right.
Only 2 people had a promo on that, and it wasn't him. He got screwed out of having that promo.
Oh my God! So it should be 28.
Well, then it.
And then, of course, also allegedly, you know, that liberal media he may have attempted to kill.
Yeah, there you go.
Jackie Fargo, Jim Miller, Todd Stone, Bullet Bob Armstrong, BG James, Kurt Hennig, Bill Barons twice, Scott Hall twice, the entire NWA TNA security team several times. Although I will add, a new person has not been added to that list. And like,
Conspiracy.
dude, 10 weeks, 15, it's been a while since he's attempted to kill anyone.
And yet you never add the fact that this man heroically stopped a maniac gunman, saving upwards of 1,100 live attendees.
I don't.
Oh, you know what? I think I might have heard something.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. With last week, we were promised that this week we were going to see an interview with Percy Pringle to find out who, if anyone, whose side he was on.
No thanks.
Harris Brothers versus the AMW versus the New Church in a 3-way tag dance grudge match. We were going to see Siaki versus Easy Money for the X title. The BG Truth story, Bullet Bob storyline was going to keep going on somehow. And then we were also told we would see a 10-man gauntlet for the X Division #1 contender spot. We got some of that.
Wait, did Percy Pringle interview? Wait a minute. I don't remember that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then, young Mr. Delta, you said that this week we would be seeing Divine Storm with Trinity, the SATs, the Amazing Red, Low Key, Kid Cash, Tony Mamaluke, Jason Cross, all in the 10-man. Some of those were right.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3.
Quite, yeah.
Some of those were wrong. Some of them were right. And then we might get a Voltron spot in that match. And then you thought that Red was going to win it. Yeah, you weren't very right on your guesses.
No.
Well, I mean, there was a mini Voltron spot.
Yeah, there weren't 5. It was only 4 people. I think, so
That's like what? That's a BeetleBorgs spot or something. All right.
When they have the special 4th guy.
what
yeah,
it
what's
is.
the lame show that only had 4 things?
Or it's like Power Rangers, like season 16 or something like that, where they only had 3 kids. It was just red, white, and red,
Sailor
yellow, and
Moon
blue.
ever connect with anyone? I would have watched that show then if that happened.
Somehow in a show about magic, it would have been weird had they introduced giant fighting robots. I'm the wrong one, yeah.
I don't know what goes on over there.
All right, Brother Scout, you said that this week we were going to see Divine Storm versus the Hot Shots.
Yikes.
that we were going to see a Truth BG brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also thought we were going to see Norman Smiley in the gauntlet.
Damn it.
And that Lynn was going to win that one. I don't think he was even in it.
Nope.
Damn it.
I said that I wanted to see Russo turn on BG and kick him out of the entire company.
No.
Didn't get that.
You said you wanted to see BG assassinated on live television, knowing that he's still alive today.
Yeah. A man can dream, right? Maybe I have the Time Traveler's edition. I don't know. You know, Berenstein's bear, BG James gets shot. It's like a, alternate timeline. And then I also thought that Kid Cash was going to win that gauntlet, but no, I was wrong. All right, let's move on to the dark matches. Watch the dark matches. We saw Chaos, a.k.a. Joey Chaos, beat Kodiak. Not very sure, but it's very likely that this was the mighty Kodiak, or a.k.a. Mean Mike in WCW.
Oh, Mean Mike, of course. I remember him.
There weren't like 4 of them in that company, I know.
Shit.
Also, we had Danny Dominion, a.k.a. Sharon A. Wad, in World Wrestling All-Stars Dark Match.
Okay.
And he beat Eric Priest. And then finally, we had Ace Steel and David Young, who beat Chris Vaughn and Johnny Slaughter.
No relation to
Sergeant? No. Wait, was that? Never really occurred to me that his last name was Slaughter. I thought that was also a title. Wait, does that imply that his first name is Sergeant?
No, he's Sergeant.
So then what's his first name? Is it like Sergeant
Gary?
James? Yeah, Sergeant Gary Slaughter.
Earl Slaughter. Who knows?
Oh my god. All right, let's start the show. So Tenay welcomes us and runs down the card as we scan crowd signs. First one I notice. Sweetwater, Texas says, which is say is, that's how it's spelled. Mike Tenay for president and Miss Lollipop for vice president.
Who's Miss Lollipop?
That's the one black cage dancer.
Oh,
Yeah.
10A and what?
Yeah, and I mean, hey, look, time is a real
Progress,
loose-flowing
man.
thing, but yeah, I mean, old white guy president, young black woman vice president, arguably predicting the Biden-Harris presidency.
whoa.
You know what I mean?
Was TNA
Shadowing.
predicting the future?
I think so.
I don't want to go down a conspiracy rabbit hole here.
Now you understand why I thought this was the Time Travelers edition of the show. I also see a www.tnachad.com sign. That's for that one annoying fan that got kicked out like a couple weeks ago. Good. I'm glad nobody remembers him.
Good.
But
He
he's
doesn't-
got his own site.
He's got
now.
his own site.
I
Yeah,
want you to know.
it's ridiculous. 26 weeks into this show.
Did you go to it?
The site? No,
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, no, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it forwards to a Patreon for a podcast, of which neither of the hosts are named Chad. So I don't know if
It's
this is
been
the same,
hijacked.
or if like he sold it, or
Oh,
if he's
no.
helping a friend. I don't know what's going on.
He just
Yeah.
is a Chad.
I do think it's weird that after 26 weeks, the fans have more of a consistent lore than the show. Because you got the TNA Chad, and you got the black woman who keeps harassing Brian Lawler, and you got that group of 3 women in the front row that are just always loud, and the unmentioned and self-proclaimed heel section, and
And you've got Athena, who's only been on TV once.
yeah. A couple other signs I see. Got blood. Again, I don't know whose friend this is, but man, JW Wildfire fears the flock.
None of these people are on TNA
No.
television.
It's
So I don't know
crazy.
why this is happening.
01, which is just the tournament or company or whatever it was, 01.
2 of my favorite that I saw that you have down is Russo equals potty mouth.
Yeah.
What is that?
Mhm.
Just okay. And then
Yeah.
I had to pause.
Yeah.
So many times to try to read this.
Yep.
Who is Borash works on packages.
Yeah.
Like video packages?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Not men's packages. No. And certainly not UPS packages. All right, yeah, we got the Athena signs, which are thanks, now more Athena, and okay, now use Athena again. Come on.
And they keep getting other and more women when they have a woman that the crowd wants.
Mm,
Rule number 1 of wrestling: never give the crowd what they want.
yes. Even if it's all you have. Spend money to get other stuff they don't want.
Yeah. You're saving it for something big.
Of course, she'll get discouraged and quit before you reach that. But you're saving it for that.
Yeah.
All right, at the desk. Well, not at the desk, but we got the quick card, X title match and an X gauntlet match. BG versus the Truth in a street fight, and still we gotta know whose side is Jarrett. Oh,
Yo, we're still doing this.
I know. Yeah. All right, so we get the show open with segment 1. Tenay says that the NWA title is different because it's a world title defended all over the world. Here's a video package of Jarrett's 2002 World Tour. It's a black and white interview with Jeff Jarrett being conducted by JB. You don't really see him too much. Intercut with clips of Jarrett on tour in the ring with the fans, including a blink and you miss it clips of Sting and Lex Luger.
I couldn't help but notice every time they showed clips of him fighting someone at these events, it was shots from down and up. You couldn't see one member of the crowd.
Yeah.
So I was like, how many people are actually at these shows if you're not willing to show it? Even
was there a show?
Yeah.
It's just them training in the ring together.
Yep. All right, now change costumes. Run it with this guy.
Oh, it wasn't even them. Okay. Jarrett talks about wrestling he's seen as a kid, being a champion, and TNA having a renegade spirit, a rebel spirit, if you will.
My world.
After the video, something is happening in the parking lot with Goldie, but, video length, 1:50, segment length, 2 minutes, 43 seconds. Thoughts on this? None? Probably the worst audio I've heard on the show so far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, seriously, like, Scott Hall's phone call had more clarity than this thing, is what I wrote down. All right, segment 2, Goldie finds Kurt Hennig in the parking lot, and she wants to know what he's doing, and if there's any truth to him having a vendetta against Russo for costing him the title match last week. Hennig brushes her off, kicks a fan in the boob, and enters the ring.
I couldn't hear anything Goldie was saying.
Yeah, it was basically just, is there any truth to that you having a vendetta?
Okay.
Hennig says he is here to conduct business because he ran out of beer on the bus, and he sent Brock Lesnar to go get some more.
Okay.
Man, this man is so insecure.
Okay, Grandpa.
When he walked in, I was like, something seems a little off. And he said, I ran out of beer. I was like, that's not a fake line. He really is drunk.
He drank it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hennig is the best person to put on wrestling boots. He's here to abuse Russo physically. Physically with his hands, not physically with his mouth like Piper did last week.
Physically with his mouth.
Physically.
I couldn't understand it.
Yo, Piper's words are like razors.
Russo is a mouse. He's just a fan. See my size 24 fist? I'm gonna put it down your slimy throat.
I thought it was kind of weird the way he phrased it, where he was like, yeah, Russo's garbage. Everyone's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, Russo's just like all you fans. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This isn't going the way you're intending it.
He's as dumb as a rock. He should be out there with you, Rube. Yo, size 24, what?
I don't know.
What other than is it just a boxing glove? What's a size 24?
There's no way there's boxing gloves go to size 20. What?
I don't know what they start at and what I don't know.
No,
are
I
there
don't
little
think
baby
that's
boxing gloves that
right.
are one?
No, I mean gloves are measured like sideways across your, or even it doesn't matter. In another direction, he doesn't have a 24-inch hand, so it's not 2 feet.
I don't know. Well, he did. He said size 24.
Yeah,
he didn't say 24-inch hand.
I mean, 24 centimeters is 9.5 inches, so that's still pretty big. And then 24 millimeters is an inch, so that's not it. Like, I have no clue what he was talking about. So Russo shows up with the Gleason threesome, jump over the guardrail, And Henning goes after him. Russo runs away. But when Henning gets his hands on him, low-key, Elix Skipper and Chris Daniels run out.
What?
And they attack Henning before he can do anything.
No, I was so shocked. I did not see this coming at all, even though I've seen this once before.
Yeah, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah. In the ring, the three hit a front drop kick, a flatliner, a springboard, a leg drop on Henning.
Hennig's bumping, man.
Yeah. As the Harris brothers cut up TNA banners, and BG shouts on commentary with a completely, just superfluous Jim Ross impersonation. Absolutely unnecessary. Totally gross.
What was with the Stone Cold line? That was pointless.
Yes.
I don't even know.
Stone Cold wins.
Oh my god, I couldn't handle it.
This is the part where you were hoping the assassination comes in.
Dude, yeah. So Russo welcomes Henning to Sports Entertainment Extreme. Low-key yells, "Far from the greatest!" at Hennig. Security and refs come out, and chaos ensues until the segment just sort of ends. Segment length 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yo,
Thoughts?
if this is Russo's doing, then this is probably one of the best things Russo's done, was putting low-key Elix Skipper and Chris Daniels in a spotlight.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy to see them, and it paid off and
have
its
them
reasoning
show
in the main
up,
event.
Over on Hennig.
Right.
But what does BG James even do?
I get
Why?
him.
That was a
There,
lot.
man.
Yeah, that was... I mean, he dropped the F-bomb, the F-slur
Did he?
a couple of
Oh,
weeks
yeah.
ago. Remember
Oh,
when he
that was
said that a couple of weeks
I thought you meant
ago?
tonight, yeah.
And now he's making fun of a guy that has, what is it?
Cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy. Yeah, it's just at a time where that was also already happening. Because we already did the Oklahoma thing. So we already know it's don't do that.
Yo, one of them Harris brothers was running around cutting down sides of that razor blade.
Yeah.
He was just slicing up the bike racks where people's legs are. I was like,
Yeah.
if someone was leaning too far into it and didn't know he was coming, he could have just sliced up someone's leg. Oh my god, I got so nervous when I saw him doing that. It was like a straight razor or something.
It was like a box cutter or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
what
going right through it quick. So
Yeah.
I was like, yo, everyone's legs better be out of that.
All right, post-segment, a disgusted Tenay tells us that Russo shouted in his face that this is just the beginning and screw the gauntlet later tonight.
Screw that.
Segment 3, Goldie asks Bullet Bob, "What's going on? Russo is taking over." Bob goes to answer, but AJ strolls by. Bob tells him that he's not welcome in the NWA if he's with Russo. AJ says he's not with Russo, that he attacked Jarrett because he should be the heavyweight champion, and he's not going to stop attacking Jarrett until he is. Zip it! AJ walks off, and Bob says that he's not done with him yet and follows him off camera.
Well, I ain't gonna zip it.
Segment length, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it did its thing.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the hell he said zip it.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
Well, that's
but,
what the opening skit was for, so you understood why.
But yeah, good. Put AJ in the World Heavyweight title picture. Good.
Right, yeah.
I'm fine with this.
I don't I feel like by the same logic, Jerry Lynn should probably be in the World Heavyweight division too.
Well, then he should attack someone
Well,
and say zip it.
Yeah, all he's got to do is attack Jarrett and say, I'm part of the division now.
He tries to, but he keeps losing. It's the problem. Keeps ending up in the hospital. All right, segment 4. It's the 10-man X Division Gauntlet, where 2 men start, and every 90 seconds another man enters, and you can only be eliminated by pin or submission. Before the bell, in the back, Jarrett is beating down AJ Styles as Plumtree tries to talk sense into Jarrett. Tenay reminds us that this is revenge for last week. They fight around the corner outside, and the segment ends. Or the clip ends.
But also, fuck Amazing Red in your entrance, because something else more important is happening
Yeah.
to Jeff Jarrett.
Back in the arena, Tenay lets us know that the SATs and Ace Steel will replace Skipper, Daniels, and Low-Key in the Gauntlets match.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I do remember him slyly mentioning
Yeah.
that. You really gotta pay attention to those guys, which is hard sometimes.
It is a little. So the first 2 entrants are Jason Cross and Amazing Red. And your order is Jason Cross, Red, Tony Mamaluke, Rave, Shark Boy, Kid Cash, Ace Steel, SAT Jose, SAT Joel, and then David Young. Those are your entrance orders. Midway through, Mortimer Plumtree joins commentary to say that TNA is holding down AJ Styles. And sure, AJ won't talk to Plumtree, but that doesn't mean anything. Tenay ignores his ramblings until he leaves.
That was my favorite part, where they just completely just didn't
no-selling.
respond to him anymore. And I was like, are they doing this on purpose? I don't understand what's happening. And then once he left, and it was like, did he finally leave? I popped so
Yeah,
hard. I was
that
like,
was
damn
fun.
you today. You got me on that one.
I love that. He was like, they're listening to AJ. And he's like, what a great move there by the Amazing Red. He's like, but they aren't. They're holding him down. I can't believe they're doing this. You guys don't even care. No one cares.
Did he leave yet? That was so
That was
good.
great. Yeah, that was fun. All right. So your match highlights include Jimmy Rave reversing Amazing Red's Code Red by sitting out.
Yeah,
that
just
was good.
sitting flat out.
That was shocking. I
Yeah,
like that.
beautiful. Shark Boy enters to powerbomb Mama Luke, who is suplexing Rave off the top rope. That's your BeetleBorgs spot, as I called it. Not enough guys to Voltron. David Young tosses everyone around the ring
Dude.
like a stuffed animal.
Yo, he made the most of his time, unlike anyone else in that match. He
was
stood
good.
out.
He's like, just in case I'm never back in this company again, I'm getting all my shit in on everyone.
Yo, I'm gonna do a highlight video on this one match. It was good. I want to see more from him.
Everybody jumped over the top rope onto the ground. That was probably why this wasn't an over-the-top elimination, that spot. Another highlight is the many times that Kid Cash ran up the
Effortlessly.
ropes and then jumped off like
Yeah.
it was nothing. Yeah. The SATs do a Doomsday DDT, followed by an infrared. Ace Steel hits a Super Tornado DDT.
Did he?
Beautiful.
I missed
Well,
that one.
yeah. And then we've
Dude.
seen this before, but it
I
was
know.
amazing.
It-
Kid Cash super gorilla presses the Amazing Red.
Yo, that was the spot of the match.
That was
I almost stood up in my room while watching it.
it was crazy. All right, so your elimination orders are: Rave rolls up Mama Luke, Shark Boy hits the flipping stunner off the top to pin Rave, Kid Cash double underhook pile driver and then pins Shark Boy, Infrared eliminates David Young, Ace Steel with the Super Tornado DT eliminates Jose. Joel head scissors into a roll up and then pins Ace Steel. Kid Cash reverses a power bomb into a cradle pin on Joel. Joel's gone. Red does a jumping flatliner and then pins Cash. And then Jason Cross hits the crossfire and pins the Amazing Red for the title shot. Winner of the X title shot, Jason Cross. The beginning beatdown was 34 seconds. Your match length was 22 minutes and 11 seconds with your full segment 24 seconds, 24 minutes and 32 seconds. Thoughts on this match here?
It's wild to me that this kid's getting a title shot based on his shooting star leg drop.
His finisher. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's not gonna last long.
No. Yeah, because the shooting star in general is a finisher that's a little hard to control.
Yeah, and he doesn't hit it great in this.
No, he almost misses it.
Yeah.
So
Like he just barely gets like his calf on the
yeah, it was like an ankle drop.
And you know, I maybe we're protecting the guys, but you know, you do a big gauntlet like this, have one guy pin more than one, you know, where it's just trade, like everybody takes turns.
Yeah.
Everybody takes one, gives one, takes one, gives one.
That's one thing WWE does right is battle royals. At least it never feels chaotic, where you can always pay attention to what's happening and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Where this is just a bunch of guys running around doing stuff. It
Yeah.
just feels very clustered.
Yeah, so much going on, and then it's like nobody gets pinned until it's like, let's go, guys. Pin,
We
pin,
don't.
pin,
Yeah,
pin,
there's not
pin,
enough
pin,
room
pin.
in here.
Yeah, and then we just bang through them all, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I have, I didn't really like who won. What was his Cross?
Jason
Jason
Cross.
Cross. I didn't like him. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Really
That's
did
the
in the whole
problem,
match.
yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Red was obviously the best in the whole thing. I liked what Mamaluke did, except when he just ran in. He ran in, did a move, and then put on a submission. I was
submission.
like, your first 3 seconds you're
Dude.
in a submission. I was like, whatever.
This
dude.
guy has the worst instincts.
Shark Boy is over as hell. I don't understand.
This
why
is his
he's not
first
booked over.
first time.
I think it's
possibly
second.
second,
Yeah, I think
but
it's
Well,
second.
we haven't seen him in a while.
he had a huge
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
when he
yeah.
came
Yeah,
out.
and he gets a
It
huge
was
pop.
ridiculous.
He's got a gimmick.
What I have written down for Ace Steel is Ace Steel. What a guy. Like, just a guy. I have nothing
There
else
he
to
is.
say to him.
That's how I feel about Jason Cross. It's just he can do the one move, and
He's
Yeah.
just a guy. Yeah.
Did you mention that one spot where Cash threw that chair at Red as
No.
hard as he
I
possibly
don't think I
could?
did. No,
Holy
I think I
crap!
might have missed that.
I feel like he did something wrong to him.
No, my God.
Oh, he tried to hurt him.
Great.
Yikes! And then, yeah, that was it was a clusterfuck, but I mean, it was all right for what it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I have. I mean, absolutely chaotic, but there
Yeah.
was like 2 handfuls of cool spots. Like
Yes.
there was an amazing amount of spots where
Yeah.
I was just like, God damn.
and
that
half of them were David Young crushing
Oh
people.
my God.
one-
he was amazing.
Tossing him clean across the ring like he's Andre the Giant. Get ready, because this is the last time that we see.
Tell me it's the winner.
Yo,
Tell me it's
tell
the winner.
me-
Tell me it's the
Yo,
winner.
shut
wish.
up.
Ace Steel in
Oh.
a TNA
Oh,
ring.
thank
Shit.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yo.
he didn't even come back with CM Punk later?
That guy came out with like a coffee cup and just like drank coffee and like
Mhm.
woke himself up and walked out.
Yeah, but his eyes bug out.
It's like, what was he drinking? It was literally like a styrofoam coffee cup.
All right, so post segment live pay-per-view version only. Today reminds us that we're going to take a break for the next 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's. So
Yep.
no shows.
This is the last show of the year.
Segment 5, TNA. 36 minutes into the show says, what a way to kick off the evening.
Oh my god.
It just started.
Because that was their first match, a half hour into the show.
Damn.
Also, Sonny Siaki versus Easy Money has been changed to include Jerry Lynn because of how he was screwed last week.
I don't like this.
No, I don't either. So here's your card again, 3-way tag street fight, and then Sports Entertainment Extreme enters the ring.
Yo, it was so bad how they just shoehorned him in, and then it just like they even had a hype video that just showed like Siaki and Lynn, and I was like, so Easy Money isn't even in this match anymore now. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, he's totally an afterthought at this
Oh
point. Yeah.
God, I hated
Like
it.
it's just so bizarre to me that they're clearly building something with Siaki and they're just like, well, we're changing the match, but we'll just announce it. We're not gonna have Lynn or Siaki do anything or say anything or set anything up with Bullet Bob or
Mhm.
no, we'll just have TNA. Here you go. By the way, we there's some funky stuff, so we just changed it. Whoops.
They have no room. They overbook it as it is. They have
Yeah.
Plumtree running out there to cut his promo because he doesn't have time.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
So on the mic in the ring, Russo says, "Do you go ahead, say the line."
Do you fans realize that every time we have a show, people buy the pay-per-view just to laugh at the fans?
Yo, does Vince Russo really need to do crowd work? I think people hate him. I don't
He's
think he
already-
really needs to do crowd
He's already
work.
over, yeah.
He could just do his promo and people are gonna boo.
Dude, he just loves to talk, man. This motherfucker loves having the mic.
So he introduces the new members of SEX and says why they joined. TNA wanted Low Key to commit to a 52-week schedule. Which, I don't know, that sounds like a great deal. Like,
It's like, oh, steady work. All
yeah,
right.
I don't televised work, steady. I don't see what the downside is. Whatever. Well, now he works for sex whenever he wants.
All right.
All right.
TNA didn't want to buy a plane ticket for Daniels each week to come here from California.
It is
Mhm.
expensive.
Well, sex is gonna buy him a plane.
Well, that's
Dope.
Pretty
Dope.
expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, they
yeah.
only can afford one like locker room for like 17 guys. What are they doing right now?
That's cool that Daniels is a pilot, so he's gonna like fly himself out.
Oh no, just a plane. Well, how do I get there?
Dude, how do you where do you buy plane fuel? I don't know. I gotta learn that
Does he
now.
have to buy his own
I gotta
pilot
buy a
hat?
hanger. I gotta rent a strip to fly off from. Like
He needs
it's.
a hat.
I gotta get a hat. Oh my god, where do I get hats from?
Now, I feel like Skipper missed the point of this promo. Where they were like, Loki just wanted this.
Yeah.
And they said no.
Yeah.
And Daniels wanted this. And they said no. And they were like, how much did you ask for, Skipper? And he was like, I wanted everything they could give me and more. And it's still not enough. And I was like, well, damn, who's going to...
So you're the bad guy.
Yeah, who would ever hire you? I don't feel bad for you at all.
I'm very positive he used the wrong word. And he should have said anything and not everything.
I wanted everything they wanted and more. No, he said and more.
Yeah.
And it's still not enough, he said.
I just walked in and told the CEO, give me your paycheck. And he said no. What the fuck?
Let's say, what makes you so special? Yeah, so Skipper said that he wanted more money, and they said no. And Russo says that SCX is going to get him paid and laid twice a week. I wanted Skipper to be like, no, I'm married. Don't do. My wife's going to kill me.
Honey, this is...
I like when he goes over to the crowd and he goes, looks like you could get laid, you fat wench. And then BG goes, no, but not with Skipper though. Skipper's like, yeah, no, not her. Not her. No. That's not what we're implying. Not you.
All right, but it's not all good news. BG, there is no compassion in sex. I'll kick you out if you show compassion towards your dad again. Harris boys, you prove yourselves tonight. Don't screw up. Harris boys look very confused by this comment.
Yo, BG looked like he wanted to punch Russo in the face. I don't know if he knew he was going to say something with him.
All right, Jarrett, get out here. In the ring, Jarrett says, here's who Russo really is. He's a magazine writer who has no business standing in the ring. He hates and disrespects wrestling because he can't be a wrestler. Woo! Remember how happy you were to get an interview with me back in WWF? Remember when you called me for a job in WCW every day? Remember when I protected you from Shawn Michaels trying to kick your ass, and then Goldberg, and then Scott Hall, and the list goes on and on? I get sports entertainment. I've hit little people and old women with guitars. The Good Housekeeping match with Chyna, I did that. Russo, you crossed the line.
He's saying a lot of things he shouldn't be proud of.
I know. You spit on the NWA, on my father, on his friends, and on pro wrestling. When if it weren't for pro wrestling, you would still be a TV salesman in Long Island.
Long Island.
Russo says you're a daddy's boy. Everyone is laughing at you. No one respects you enough to take your advice, but I can get it all back. Are you with me or against me? Jarrett says, I never was and I never will be. You are an arrogant, pompous, Yankee son of a bitch.
The most WWF sounding line.
Yeah.
I've heard it said exactly like that by Austin, by a few people.
I know, yeah.
So bad.
Jarrett then proceeds to fight all 6 members of SCX in the ring until the numbers game. We get the gentle goodnight, the low-key front drop kick, the play of the day, the BME. Refs and security come out, and SCX slowly leave as Russo lays on the announce table. Russo splashes Don West with a bottle of water, and a fan throws a cup of water at Russo, and subsequently every person at ringside. Your promo length was 11 minutes and 19 seconds, with your full segment being 15 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah, I think everyone's thoughts are the same, which is this did not need to be a 10-minute promo.
Ooh, no, it went a little long.
Yeah, Jarrett's promo was okay. It didn't go long, but Russo kept taking breaks to let the fans boo like he was Hogan in a WCW ring.
Just eating it up.
Yeah.
Just milk it, stretch it out.
Mm-hmm. You got thoughts on this?
I think the idea of it was good. I don't think it was executed good by anyone really.
Right.
They needed to really explain what they were all doing, so that was the point of it. But it went on way too long, and Skipper ruined it for me.
All I asked to be paid was the most out of anybody in the company. Also, I get to sleep with the CEO's wife 3 times a week. And he said no.
That's ridiculous.
How am I supposed to explain this to my wife? I need the most out of everybody.
And more.
All right, post-segment, live, pay-per-view version only.
Uh-oh.
Don West says, you know, Mike, now I kind of see that everything you were saying about Russo is true. And Tenay angrily and excitedly starts shouting at Don West, now you see what Vince Russo stands for! Don gives a very humbled and hurried, yes. All right. I just want to take a very small break from the podcast to talk about the silent auction. It ended 3 days before this show, and for whatever absolutely insane reason, TNA posted the results on their website.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to go through it real quick. I'm not going to dox everybody and read their names and locations like that's listed here.
Wait, they gave their location and who, their full
Their
name?
state, yeah. But even then, I mean, you know, all right, let me dox you real quick. How many Tom Skinners are there in Illinois?
Yeah.
It's
boy.
you know
We're
what I
coming
mean?
for you, Tom.
All right, so here's a list real quick.
A list. First name, last name, state they live in, and amount of disposable income.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Wow.
It's the worst decision I've ever seen. It's supposed to be why are you talking about a silent auction? Shut up!
Yeah, first silent. Jesus Christ.
All right, keep in mind, every single bid comes with transportation, lodging, and a meal allowance.
All right.
So maybe they didn't make their money back with this.
I think it sounds like it.
All right, we have win a chance to co-host with Mike and Don West on a pay-per-view. That was $2,500. Next is help JB ring announce. That was $1,500. Next is be an interview with Goldie backstage during a show. That is $825. Dinner date with Goldie is $1,650.
I'm
Whoa!
actually kind of surprised it wasn't I really thought the creeps with money would have been out in full force.
Yeah, that would have been the highest bid.
Yeah.
Way more than the announce on a show or whatever, co-host on a show. Yeah, commentate. We also have a deep sea fishing trip, which is a deep sea fishing trip with Bob Ryder, Jerry Jarrett, James Storm, and Chris Harris.
What?
Yeah, it's so weird. That went for $600.
Yo, they lost money on that 1,000%.
I mean, I don't know what that sort of a thing costs in Tennessee,
Yeah.
but that's
Who's Bob
I mean,
Ryder?
it's not cheap to rent a boat for the day.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
A private boat.
Are all these Bob Ryder, Jerry Jarrett, James Storm, Chris Harris, they're just doing this for free or they're getting paid for their day?
I mean, is the fishing trip the pay? Or
Deep sea fishing, yeah, for free.
what's the pay? Oh, whatever you catch. Next, we have jet ski with Jeff Jarrett,
Oh man.
which is it says right here, I can't believe it's his own property. I can't believe that. Spend a day with Jeff Jarrett as his home on Old Hickory Lake in Hendersonville.
Woo.
It includes riding personal watercraft and lunch at the shore.
That's priceless.
Yeah.
That was $1,100. Golf with Kurt Hennig. Find out how perfect he really is.
Oh my god.
$805.
Oh,
Yo.
An international bidder.
Oh, yeah, from the UK, yeah.
Yo, that means they had to fly this dude out from the UK.
Uh-huh.
You know Kurt Hennig ain't playing golf for free. You know he wasn't doing it free.
I think, wasn't this the one, I forget how much he said. It was this is where he said, and if it reaches, what was it, $500, $5,000 or something, he would match it, or
Oh,
1,000. I forget the amount. Why did I bring it up? Just got that. That's disappointing.
Well, now you can't because you said
Yeah,
cut.
no, because it's so funny. Yeah. All right. Valet or manage for the truth during a match on the pay-per-view. That was $1,000.
Oof.
All right.
Whatever, man. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, Mark.
Mark, whoa.
Brother.
Dance as a TNA girl
You
He
can
would-
be whatever
would-
you want to do.
He would pay to do that.
for $450. He paid.
My brother, you could do that at home.
You know how much a cage costs?
And a crowd. Maybe he wants the crowd, though, to
It
watch
costs
him.
$450. I did the math.
I do.
I won on this one. Next, we have dinner date with Jerry Lynn
What? Peanut butter jelly sandwiches?
for $500.
He'll take you out, sit in the back seat of his car, make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Yes.
share it, and then talk about how the new guys in the business
They
don't have the
suck.
respect.
Yes.
did a woman win that date with him?
Someone named Ann did it, which, I mean, nothing's going to happen because he's already explained on TV that he has a second wife.
He's got 2 wives?
Well, the first one died from breast cancer, remember?
Oh.
Yeah, it was very sad. Thanks for bringing it up again.
Whoops. I hope he's over it.
Next, I couldn't believe this. Sean Waltman's World Light Heavyweight title belt.
Yeah, how did this happen?
Wait, what? Did he just leave it there?
What? Yeah, actually, maybe he did because he got mad Russo was there, wasn't coming back.
that is
If he
weird.
doesn't show up in 30 days, it's ours.
No, it says that he was the last title holder of that belt when it was retired and that he felt so strongly about the project that he gave a personal trophy to this thing.
And then Russo showed up.
Yes, that was, I think, the second highest bid at $2,400.
All right.
Which, that belt
It's
was
priceless.
probably already purchased by Conrad Thompson.
Oh, maybe he has it, yeah. We also have dinner date with Priscilla. This is when they talked about that went for $1,500. Dinner date with Scott Hall. He won't be showing up to that. We all know that. That went for
Who
$2,000.
got more? Oh, Gold got more.
Dinner date with BG James. That went for $750.
Oh my God! What a
Wendy,
That
what
is-
are you doing?
I
Wendy. I am so sorry for the amount of sexual harassment and assault that man put you through.
I shouldn't be laughing because that probably really happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Valet or manage for Kid Cash during a match. That's $600. Valet or manage for the SATs during a match. That's $600. Valet for the Amazing Red. $600.
Yo, the same guy is
Yeah.
gonna valet Cash and Red.
Yeah, I have.
Red.
He's won other things too. I have it down there.
What?
Uh,
This
Va-
guy's just blowing money.
manage for Mama Luke. I don't know what moron paid $565, but yo, he is not worth it. Oh God, watch this guy forever manage and valet Ron Harris during a match.
Yo,
A doctor.
No,
Oh,
he's
wait,
from
no.
Maryland.
MD.
What an asshole! I am.
although, I mean, Ron Harris, fame alleged Nazi, and who wins the bid? Danny Rosenthal.
Or
Oh.
alleged ZZ Top fan.
Yeah. Famed alleged GZ Top supporter.
He paid $505 for that. Serve as the assistant chief security with Don Harris. That's
He's
not
still.
not his job anymore. Somebody paid $803 for that.
I like the 3.
Yeah. I feel like that was at the end where it went to 800 and someone was like, and 1. And so it was like, and 2. And so it was like, and 3. And then everyone else was like, all right, it's not worth it.
Yeah. What am I doing?
It was funny up to 3, and now the joke's gone out of hand. We also have oppose Mortimer Plumtree in a match. That's where you manage whoever he's facing. A guy paid $1,000 to do that. Then we also have replace Mortimer Plumtree as Ace Steel's manager.
Hell yeah, dog! I'm so hyped. This is gonna be great.
Who I just said will not be appearing in the company
Last
anymore.
time we see a steal.
Sorry, Harvey.
Someone paid $750 for that. Managed Sonny Siaki, who just got his own new manager. Someone's paid $575 for that. Replaced Mortimer Plumtree as a manager for AJ Styles. Someone paid $1,000 for
Yo,
that.
that was the same
That was
guy
the
who
same dude.
opposed Mortimer Plumtree.
He wants to be with him, and he didn't understand
He
which
wanted
one.
to replace him and fight him.
Yeah.
He's just bidding on the Mortimer Plumtrees.
Hotshot valet manager is $650. Yeah, the whole what
No.
a deal! Wow, deal!
Holy crap!
The entire set used for the Disco Inferno segment, Disco's Jive Talking, went for $75.
Yo, dude, can I see that set?
You have to pick it up at the
You
fairgrounds.
have to pick it up, but yeah.
I want to see that set.
I mean, if it's the set,
He got-
it's the
what?
signs, the couches,
was there a rug?
there was probably a rug,
lamp?
yeah.
Yo, that was a lot of stuff.
75
For 75
This dude
bucks.
furnished his
Definite-
trailer.
dude, the couch alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
and
it
all that.
smells like Disco Inferno.
I don't know. He only used it twice.
Ooh, but
That's
it-
enough.
But it also might smell like Goldie.
You're not making it better for me.
Yo, this guy lost out. What a bad deal. The Dup Cup went for $95.
I don't even remember what that looked like.
There was the Trophy Cup. That was the hardcore Dup
Yeah,
Cup.
I remember what
yeah.
it was. I don't remember what it looked like.
Wasn't
though.
it a spittoon though, or like a
Kinda,
It wasn't like a
yeah.
real.
I guess technically a deal. The Dup Outhouse went for $25.
Yo, they sold it. What the fuck?
Must be picked up in the arena.
Yo, that's.
Yo, I can't believe someone paid anything for this, let alone $2,000 goddamn dollars.
$1,000.
Brian Lawler has not been having good luck in his love interests, so why don't you try your luck? If you feel you would fare better than April, then this bid is for you. This is for your chance to valet an NWA TNA a pay-per-view event as Brian Lawler's new love interest.
This woman paid to get railed by
Yo.
Brian Lawler.
Yes.
Does TNA even have an HR department? Holy
I don't
crap.
know.
They
Although
would all quit after
I also
want
want to point out that Brian Lawler did say he quit, so
All right.
he might not be around anymore.
But you didn't say that was the last.
Yeah, well, Bullet Bob Armstrong's Bullet Mask went for $205. Produce TNA show with Keith Mitchell and the rest went for $450.
Oh, another doctor.
No. Produce talent for a segment, be Vince Russo's assistant during a pay-per-view show. That went for
Wow.
$1,500.
Wow.
And then finally help produce an entire wrestling event, be Jerry Jarrett's assistant. That
Wow.
went for $1,200. It says here the day begins with a production meeting of the entire staff and it ends during the show. Well, at the end of the show. Spend the whole day with Jerry Jarrett at work.
Damn.
Yeah, they a lot of money clearly went into this. Like they made
Did
I
you
mean,
total it?
no, I didn't total it,
God damn it.
but I mean a quick look at it, it's close to or over $20,000 like.
Yeah, but they definitely spent more than that on.
But the thing is, a lot like Brian Lawler, he's not going to be around for a while. The Hot Shots, I really don't think are going to be around for like a hot minute. I don't know how much longer Plumtree's going to be around for. Who would just Ace Steele's not around anymore. Like
Yo.
Priscilla's not around
Right.
anymore.
They started this auction like 10 weeks ago, I feel like.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was a couple of months ago. Yeah, and then down here I have listed a man by the name of Tom Skinner. Won the chance to ring announce, manage for Kid Cash, and manage for the Amazing Red.
Mm-hmm.
He's just blowing money.
And then David Miller won a chance to manage opposite Mortimer Plumtree, replace Mortimer Plumtree in an AJ Styles match, and then have dinner with Priscilla. I would also like to begrudgingly point out that in Jerry Jarrett's book, The
Yeah.
Story and Development of TNA, blah, 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 blah,
oh no.
he has already said that there are people who have said they cannot pay for their bid, and so the bid is going to have to go to the second highest bidder, which who knows how high that is. Like, somebody might have made a gross jump to
Yeah.
kick somebody out, and they were like, hey, you know what? I can't do that, man. Sorry.
It turns out I didn't want to pay that much for BG James.
Mm-hmm. Or like maybe one of these guys who won 3 was like, I didn't think I was going to win 3. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not going to work for me. And then on top of them losing money in that moment, I also want to point out that I went to the Wayback Machine and checked out their website from 2002 during this time. Their merchandise section said coming soon.
Oh boy.
So they're not even selling
They're not even
merchandise.
selling stuff online yet.
No, they're not. Like, I don't know if they're selling anything at the arena or like personally. Like, I don't know if they have T-shirts in their cars or something like that. But as far as like me and you, like fans of TNA, because we watch it on the pay-per-view,
Yeah.
we can't buy any of their merch.
Damn.
I saw you crunching numbers over there.
Yeah, you said it. A lot of people didn't pay it, so it's not this exact number, obviously, but
Yeah.
everything totaled out to $30,778.
Wow. That's great. So much less than that. I would probably guess still close to the 20,000 that I estimated, but that's still way more than I thought they were going to do, honestly. All right, that took way more time than I thought it was going to, but it was interesting. It was interesting.
The amount of money spent on people who won't be with the company.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. All right, segment 6. Slash and Brian Lee of the New Church versus the AMW versus the Harris Boys in a 3-way dance. BG leaves out the tag and grudge match part during the announcement, so I don't know if that's still happening, even though it is the tag match, but I don't really know what's going on.
So what makes it a grudge match?
They're just so angry at each other.
Right, okay.
The New Church starts the match before the Harris Boys get to the ring. Percy Pringle is in a chair on the top of the ramp.
He was on a chair. He
Just-
kept showing like chest to headshot, so I wasn't sure if he was standing or sitting.
I'm
or...
tired today, guys.
Yeah,
How about
yeah.
I just sit up
He was
there?
definitely sitting down. Your match highlight includes the AMW's double team spot on Slash, which was a super drop kick, catapult, leg trip, double leg jackknife, apron attack. Like, it was just a whole big sequence thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that one where I was like, that was way more complicated than it should have been. It was like slow and animated.
But it was the match highlight.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
unfortunately,
Wasn't
yeah.
that good though.
No. In the end, the Harris brothers take over, give Chris Harris a double choke slam, an H-bomb. They glom James Storm. Mitchell and the dead inside girl are up on the apron for the ref distraction. That's what I call it. Belladonna, apparently. Athena comes out.
What?
Low blows one of the Harris boys. The other one grabs her and turns his back to the entranceway because the Road Warriors,
I lost my mind.
Dude, I couldn't believe it.
they come out and save her, kinda-ish, maybe not, and then clear the whole ring.
My goodness.
Slash gets the Doomsday device. One of the Harris boys gets the Power Slam and the Super Body Splash. The Road Warriors leave. In the ring, the AMW pin the road-killed Harris boy and get the win. Winners of the grudge, apparently, the AMW.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Isn't it great doing a ref distraction spot for a low blow, only to have the ref gawk at two men come into the ring
Dude.
and fully assault and beat down one of the
Oh my god.
Didn't, yeah. So your match length was 6 minutes and 38 seconds, but your full segment length being 11 minutes and 43 seconds. Yo, you got some thoughts on this one?
I
Yo.
would say the tag match was completely forgettable.
Yeah.
But the
The
Road
Road
Warriors came
Warriors
out.
showed, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that what I have here is what an absolutely chaotic, boring mess that ended with a goddamn M80 firecracker,
Yeah.
dude. Like, just,
Couldn't believe that. Woke me the F up.
yeah. Absolutely. Also, totally forgot Percy was up on that ramp.
Oh yeah,
By the
He
time
didn't
the end
do-
of the match came, forgot he was up there.
he
Didn't
didn't
even
do
remember
anything.
him.
Didn't get
Oh, did they
involved.
knock him down?
I don't
what
know.
happened to him?
Oh, did he summon the Road
I don't,
Warriors?
yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
they're in cahoots.
Also, what happened to that pre-taped interview with Percy Pringle that explains everything?
He was there.
Yeah.
What, did he run out? You couldn't catch him?
No, yeah.
He doesn't run that fast.
We said we had a pre-taped interview. We did not say we were going to show the pre-taped interview.
Mm. All right, segment 7. Today demands that Goldie find a microphone and talk to the Road Warriors.
Today was ordering Goldie
Yeah.
around. What was that about? Go get a mic now.
What are you even doing here? Get up.
Backstage, as they're leaving, Goldie gets a comment. Animal screams, "This is much of the team, Russo!" Hawk gravels, "Russo, we're here to snack on danger and dine on death, and you'll be the next." The Warriors leave the building, and Goldie hears something else.
Yo, what is Goldie wearing?
I don't know.
Like a big
furry jacket and
cow
hat.
vest? Big furry cow vest?
He's a cowboy.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
In the one TNA locker room, Bob Armstrong is giving a pep talk on how this is all about TNA and we got to get rid of sex.
Going in the other room, Bob Armstrong is holding the TNA locker room in hostage with this long-winded speech he's giving.
Yeah, the shot fades into the lights as Bob keeps talking and the segment ends.
I honestly don't even remember who was in the locker room, but I just remember being like, really? That's all they got?
Yes. It was nothing but X Division guys, I think 2 of which we didn't see.
Yeah.
So your Road Warriors promo was 10 seconds, your Bob pep talk was 58 seconds, and your full segment length was 1 minute and 31 seconds. I just thought it was funny how this segment ends with like an old man rambling like he's General Patton forever. Like, we're going to beat them on the beaches and in the trenches and by land and by sea. And if you're a friend of Russo, you're no friend to me. And we're all going to go down to the whole thing.
Just kept yapping.
I don't understand the production idea of, all right, guys, we got a real high with the Road Warriors, and we got the Road Warriors promo. Now let's pan to old man Bullet Bob Armstrong. Hey guys, listen up here. We gotta keep on keeping on, you know.
Not just old Bullet Bob Armstrong rambling, but all the young guys very confused about what's going on.
Yeah, no one's like hyped up by it or like on his side. They're all just like, he's still going.
And apparently, like, totally missing the irony of like, well, there were 2 guys who were super jacked up anti-Russo. They just walked right by you and you let them go,
You
Bullet
missed that.
Bob.
You totally
because you're
missed
in
it.
here.
Trying to give a pep talk, yeah. All right, segment 8, Sonny Siaki and Jerry Lynn dramatic recap video.
Probably the weirdest music they've ever had for like a hype video.
It's mostly from their match last week, including the woman who interfered in the title match. All right, Easy Money versus Jerry Lynn versus Sonny Siaki for the X title in a 3-way match. Everyone gets the old JB boxing style intro.
Did you guys have the same music that I had?
Where it was like super discordant, like bong, 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 bong.
It sounded like soap opera music, but like someone was on their deathbed. And it was like, I was like, what is happening right now? People are like fighting in the ring in black and white. I didn't understand what was happening.
I mean, that's every music every song they choose to put to a video is always like why is this like someone played a song down the hallway and you recorded that.
I prefer the classic TNA video package style of where they just add explosions to bumps.
I mean, you can't beat that. Look out! He's going up! This might be the end! All right, so your match highlights include Tanade letting us know that there's not going to be a new show until January 8th. That's not really a match highlight, but it is an informational highlight. Easy Money does the finger guns drop kick twice, but Lynn stops him on the second one. They show Andrew McManus, owner of the WWA, in the crowd.
He looked uncomfortable being shown on camera.
A little bit, yeah. It almost looked like he didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, well, guys, why are you showing me?
Easy, like, I just like maybe that wasn't his wife or something like. Oh, and he was just like, oh yeah, my business colleague. Yes, yes. So Easy Money's buckshot lariat on Siaki into a double down clothesline with Lynn's for the triple down. It was just a big bang, bang, bang. And another highlight is Easy Money's money bag.
Oh, God. I would never agree to take that move.
It's more like a tea bag drop. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the, you got him for a tombstone, but the guy in the move bends down backwards with his feet on the ground. So you can only imagine where the head would wind up then.
Yeah.
Why I would never agree to this move.
So in the end, Easy Money tosses Siaki into the turnbuckle and on the rebound gives him a lift, which Lynn meets with a 3D. Lynn pins, but Easy pulls the ref. Lynn pile drives Easy Money and goes for the pin, but Sonny pulls the ref. Lynn goes for the pile driver on Sonny, but a woman!
A woman
Distracts Lynn. She slaps Jerry, and he grabs her by the hair. Siaki clotheslines Lynn out of the ring, and Easy Money fails to hit his finisher, and then Siaki hits the Siakalypse for the 3. Your winner and still ex-champion, Sonny Siaki. Post-match, the woman hugs Russo, and they both enter the ring. On the mic, Russo says, "It was always about Sonny Siaki for me. I knew Jarrett was never going to be with me. You are the man that represents SEX. You're the best in the business. Here's a gift. Every man's desire. She's yours. She'll do every dirty thing you want." To quote Tony Montana, "Sonny, the world is yours." Jerry Lynn enters the ring and attacks Sonny Siaki, but Desire low blows Lynn. Russo calls Lynn washed up. Desire kicks Lynn in the dick. Siaki stomps him down until security comes out and SEX leaves. Video recap 2 minutes 5 seconds. Match length 11 minutes and 37 seconds. Your Russo promo was 1 minute and 53 seconds. Your post-match segment was 3 minutes and 6 seconds, with your full segment length being 17 minutes and 6 seconds. You got thoughts on this one?
That's her name, Desire?
That's what it's going to be, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that from that promo.
Every man's desire.
Okay.
And I think,
right.
I could be wrong. I'm making a bold guess, but I'm very positive her name is going to be Desire in the future, because every man's desire, so. Or maybe it's Desiree.
Yo, Easy Money is so good, and I always love him so much, and I'm always thinking that in my head, and for some reason it always lines up in the match right as he's doing the little finger dance thing, and I'm like, oh, god damn it, man, I was just putting you over in my head. I hate that little thing. And if you watch this one specifically, Don West is like doing his commentary, and as soon as he does his little dance, Don West just stops dead in his commentary. He just doesn't know how to react to what he's watching. Yeah. I hate that little dance he does.
I already feel like we're getting the thing, like we're blowing the whole load at once. Not like we just introduced SEX. Time to start wrangling in new members.
Yeah.
Siaki always looks so lost and deaf.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
when he's in promos, he's just staring lost into your eyes. I'm like, is he listening at all?
Yeah, he's a little deer in headlights-ish. The only thoughts that I had on this was, this is me personally, but it seems so weird to me that this woman being a over-the-top enthusiastic Sonny Siaki fan, I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Her being a prostitute that Russo hired, yep, nope.
I got it now.
Yeah, that makes sense. They just, remember last show, they said Russo's not here, he's recruiting for sex. That's what they meant.
Oh, they weren't talking about his stable.
No, I guess not.
Recruiting for the act of sex.
It's a proxy sex recruit through...
Because if this were real...
I don't know what would happen.
People would just want sex.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Post-segment live pay-per-view version only. Today says, Siaki is walking away with Russo, so I guess there's your answer. The team also once again reminds us, no show until January 8th. And anything can happen between that time.
Oh my god, we could have a new company by then.
Segment 9, Ron the Truth Killings versus BG James in a street fight.
I know they've been feuding, kind of, but it just feels very thrown together out of nowhere. Yeah. I was like, oh, they're fighting in a street fight? Why? Okay. Mm-hmm. I know they don't like each other, but I didn't know this was happening.
Also, I feel like they just had a big...
Was it with the belt or something? Or well, I don't remember.
Didn't they just do a match 3 weeks ago where it's they fought and then it ended with them jumping off the stairs through a table, or BG got put through?
That was just something that happened.
Oh,
that wasn't a match.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we get a new rap, which is the same rap with updated lyrics, but this one goes out to SEX. Y'all knuckleheads better show some respect. Suntan Superman's up in the house. I don't like BG. How you like me now? Good Lord, try your luck. You get something, ode, told, mode. I couldn't hear it. Y'all Harris boys don't want me to set it off. If I was Vince Russo, I wouldn't brag. Next time I see you, I'm gonna bust that ass. BG attacks after the rap, but before the bell. Your match highlights include the Truth doing his up and over cartwheel karate pose leg lariat combo.
Oof.
He
So
pushes off with a leg lariat, does a full 360 spin. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I've never seen anyone else do it like he
He's Superman.
does. Yeah.
BG grabs a bathroom sink, but the Truth stops him and it shatters with just the most perfect sound.
The greatest sound.
Oh my god. Yo, why are they wasting time filling the arena with fake chants when they could just fill it with fake glass shatters? Because it's so good.
It was such a shame that it was a bad shot in darkness right into the crowd. Like they really should have had it like right in the middle of that doorway because it sounded so
It was so
good.
It was so good.
I think WWF back in the day did similar spots, but they just used like a stainless steel, like aluminum sink. They got an actual porcelain sink.
Perfect.
Where do they get that from?
I don't know, but do not go into that bathroom. It is out of order.
Oh no.
All right, so in the end, Skipper, Low-Key, and Daniels, I say come out, but really it's just like run through the crowd while they're also in the crowd, so it's just chaos on chaos. And they attack the Truth with nunchucks, a kendo stick, and a trash can, respectively.
Nunchucks!
BG gets the pin. Your winner of what? The street fight? It's not a grudge match, right? Yeah, just winner of the street fight is BG James. Your match length was 4 minutes and 41 seconds, and your full segment length was 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I know that like 2-3 weeks ago, BG James had a 4-minute match, and I was like, ooh, 4 minutes? Perfect time. You can't screw that up. Can't look good, can't look bad. It's great. Yo, these guys stunk up these 4 minutes.
How do you... So, these guys worked with each other in E for like... They were tagged...
It was a chaos garbage street fight. You don't even have to do a lot.
It was so bad.
And it was just awful.
What was it? A power bomb through the table? That was the point of the whole street fight? Like, what was the point of having that match? What was the point?
There was
no point to it.
Everyone's
to get
angry.
over SEX.
To have a run-in?
Yeah, to have the point of the match was to have the run-in at the end with SEX.
To further establish that SEX has the number games against TNA, the company that they work for.
Ugh.
Which, to this point in the show, SEX is up, except for the time the Road Warriors just showed up unexpected. Guys who don't work for the company showed up. Boom. Otherwise, SEX has been up all show, gathering new members.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going full like NWO with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, except for Road Warriors, because we were able to get them here tonight, so we'll put them over.
Right. Yeah, as far as we're concerned, they ran in and ran out. They're not with the company. They just showed up and disrupted.
They just don't like Russo.
Yeah, they just don't like Russo, I guess.
That much.
Jesus.
All right. The next segment is going to be your main event. And I guess because of like the calamity of the show or something, I don't know what, they didn't give us a Don West super pitch.
Oh.
There just wasn't one. They didn't do it.
Oh, well,
So I went ahead and made my own legitimate Don West super pitch.
All right.
So here's your Don West super fake super pitch. All right, folks. They have given me nothing. But you better believe that I'm going to give you everything I got. I got it all, folks. Here it is. We may have finally gotten an answer from Jeff Jarrett, but now this same question appears with a new name. Whose side is AJ Styles on? He says he's not with Russo, but he sure seems to be helping him a lot. I don't know if we can believe that anymore. Next, Jason Cross has earned an X title shot, but also Divine Storm still have a tag title shot. Are either of those contenders going to get their matches next week? I guess we'll find out. The Road Warriors are here, and they are not fans of Russo. I guess that means they're going to destroy the Harris brothers in an embarrassingly quick match that we'll never talk about again. Jerry Lynn still needs revenge against Sonny Siaki and Everyman's Desire. Not sure if it's too early to bring some sort of former ECW woman in to even the odds, or even if they're building to that, but I'm just throwing out there what I got. Next, Killings still hasn't gotten revenge on Russo for costing him his title match, BG for turning on him again, and sex in general. So maybe he'll get revenge next week. Hennig, he also wants revenge against Russo and crew for costing him his world title match. Maybe there's going to be some sort of a tag match with those two, and Hennig and Killings versus, I don't know, maybe BG and, I don't know, perhaps some sort of mystery man we've yet to see. It's all happening next week, folks. Call the number on your screen before it's all sold out. You only got one chance. I'll see you there.
It's hilarious because they're taking 2 weeks off for the holidays. They probably have no idea what they're doing 3 weeks from then.
Probably, yeah.
There is no super pitch. We don't know if there's going to be
We don't
TNA
know,
after
yeah.
the holidays.
Merry Christmas. You're all fired. Like, all right. It is time for the main event, which means that it is time for the best hour.
Our favorite hour.
Our favorite hour. The Troy McClure Hour. Oh, hello there. I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such unwanted surprises as the test results were positive. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's your birthday, I'm throwing you a surprise party. Or guess who's pregnant? What do you mean you don't want to guess? Today, we're here to talk about how to give your audience shell shock. All right, real quick with this one. SATs were trained by Mikey Whipwreck and Mike Awesome and ECW's House of Hardcore under the name Los Maximos. The school closed in the year 2000 before they could officially graduate.
Oh.
The SATs wrestled for Combat Zone Wrestling and Ring of Honor before joining TNA.
That explains a lot, actually.
The SATs made a few appearances on WWE Velocity and appeared in a commercial for the 2002 WWE King of the Ring.
I remember the first part.
The King of the Ring commercial was a bunch of different wrestlers trying out for the WWE, and it was just like, here's my gimmick, I'm the cutter, and then they would cut to the tryout being like, right, next.
Yeah.
And their bit was they were both in the ring, and one guy very gingerly hit the other with a chair, and he was like, ow! And they were like, next. We have the Amazing Red, originally wrestled as Red, but allegedly Savio Vega wanted to expand his ring name to include the word amazing when he worked in the International Wrestling Association in Puerto Rico in early 2001. Alongside with his cousins, he worked for places like ICW, CZW, and ROH before joining TNA in 2002. Elix Skipper, a former kickboxer, Skipper quit his job in Long Island as a Long Island McDonald's store manager to become a wrestler. He was accepted to the WCW power plant. He made his WCW debut 7 months later on WCW Saturday Night against John Hugger, aka Johnny Hugger, aka Johnny the Bull, aka Johnny Stamboli, aka Relic.
Oh.
He went on to become the company's only ever 101 kilograms and under champion, aka the Team Canada renamed the Cruiserweight title, as well as half of the first ever WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. He was initially part of the WWF WCW Invasion, but he was sent to development before he joined TNA. Low Key began wrestling in late 98 under the name Low Key, derived from the Blackstreet song No Diggity. Specifically verse 3, she's got style and class, street knowledge by the pound, babe never act wild, very low key on the profile.
No diggity.
Yeah. Starting out for Jersey All Pro Wrestling, failing to achieve the tag team titles 3 times in 2 years, he debuted for the XWF under the name Kick Quick in 2001 and eventually joined TNA.
Kick quick.
Sorry, Quick Kick.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, Quick Kick, sorry. And then Chris Daniels started in 93 in WCW, which was Windy City Wrestling, different WCW. He got his first WWE tryout in 98, his ECW tryout in 99, and his WCW tryout in 2000. He made his name with the Curryman gimmick in this year's 2002's NJWP Best of the Super Juniors at the Dragon Cup. At this point in 2002, his only real highlight is being the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion for 1 day.
Oh, wow, I didn't know Curryman was that old.
From 2002? Yeah. All right, segment 10. Bob says Russo has been out here using the numbers game. I don't think I mentioned that the second that last match ended, Bob Armstrong immediately came out to the ring. Bob says that Russo has the numbers game, but let's do it legit. 3 versus 3. So the SATs and the Amazing Red versus Skipper, Low Key, and Daniels.
Let's do this fair right here. 3 of my guys who had already wrestled against 3 of your guys totally fresh.
That's right.
Well, he was talking to a locker room full of people who already wrestled because they had a 10-man X match.
Yeah.
So everyone was booked.
Right, that was everybody. We booked them all.
Your match highlights include conveyor belts attacks to Low Key in the corner into a powerbomb hold by Joel, and then Red drop kicks high, and then Joel passes Low Key to Jose, and then Joel drop kicks low between the legs, which sends him up, and Joel still hangs on to Low Key, and then Red hits a cutter on the pop-up. It was so good.
So good. This is the best thing I've ever seen with that many people. Oh my god.
The pacing was beautiful too. It wasn't even
really
awkward. It wasn't too fast where they seemed like they were rushing to. It was great.
That's what I thought was pretty much almost the Voltron spot. And the second one too.
Another highlight is a Boston Crab rear chinlock combo that has Red drop kick Skipper in the chinlock. And then we have Low Key reverse the Code Red into a modified Alabama Slammer.
Yeah.
Yo, that Boston Crab rear naked choke chinlock combo.
Yeah.
Low Key got the worst of it in that whole spot. Because he
was the only guy in it, so.
His face and chin was just tucked all the way into the gooch of Elix Skipper. And then he was just bending him backwards into the Boston Crab. Oh my god, it looked so bad. I felt so bad for him. He couldn't turn. He was just
turn.
He was just getting
breathing in crotch air.
And then your last highlight is, for no real reason at all, Don West gets on the announce table and starts screaming, "Go, Red, go!"
Yeah, this is like the classic, clip that has gone around at Don West. I didn't realize it was this match or I thought
early or any of that. Yeah.
Kind of loses something.
Don West lost his freaking mind.
Well, I don't know if I said it in here. Oh yeah, I said it down in my thoughts. During the My World with Jeff Jarrett podcast, he explains that this was told by him to do.
Oh.
Someone was like, "Get on the desk." He was like, "Do what?" They're like, "Get on the desk and start chanting 'Go Red Go," because the crowd was chanting 'Go Red Go," and he was like, "Listen to him chant." They were like, "Just get on the desk and start chanting it." He was like, "Okay."
Right. I couldn't stop laughing every time I heard him.
Go, Red, go!
I literally heard him chanting it for 15 seconds, and I was like, I think Don West may have lost his mind. And right as I was finishing that thought, that's when it panned to him on the table. So oh, yeah, he lost his mind. Okay.
Yeah. So in the end, Red fights off the top rope, whatever it was, and the SATs go for the Spanish Fly on Low Key, but jump at Skipper and Daniels instead and miss. A beautifully timed synchronized bump with the play of the day and the last rites on the SATs. Red, back up top, goes for a Frankensteiner, but Low-Key reverses him with a Fisherman Driver off the top. Low-Key is hurt, but that's still the 3. Your winners, SEX. Post-match, Russo comes to the ring and says, now here's the answer to the mystery. BG, why are there tables under the ring? And BG says, it's because we put them there. They set up a table, and they stack all 3 of the SATs on it. Skipper Daniels and Low-Key go up for a 3-post massacre, but Kurt Hennig runs out for the save. Everyone gets knocked out by a single blow except for the Harris Bros. Russo yells something that sounds like dog it.
I thought he was saying dog 'em, which still doesn't make sense to me.
Dog
'em! Dog 'em!
several times. I guess like dog pile?
Dog pile on
I
him?
don't know, yeah.
Dog 'em?
Throw
Dog
a
'em.
dog at him, bro. Bro, if this were real, I would just throw my dog at you.
Dog 'em! Take some paint out and paint the dog face on him. Dog 'em!
Give him a hot dog.
I thought you
that's
handshake
nice.
him. Dog 'em!
Dog him and send him home.
Dog 'em. Oh, that's great.
All right, then.
My favorite part happens in that beatdown.
What's
I
that?
don't know if you, when he immediately comes into the ring and starts hitting everyone, and then they start piling on top of him.
Hennig.
And then, start piling on top of Hennig, and he immediately starts going to his pants. And I'm like, oh God, he's gonna take his dick out now. What's happening? How is this gonna help him? But
You can't assault me if I'm naked.
I didn't know what was happening. But yeah, he took his belt off and just started trying to whip people with it.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what? Why is this happening immediately?
So then, I mean, just like human disappointment, man. Then David Flair
Just when I think there wasn't enough surprises for the night.
sneaks into the ring and hits Kurt Hennig with an axe handle.
That was, you undersold it. Right in the middle of this big brawl, David Flair sneaks into the ring with an axe.
Yeah,
And is
yeah.
just standing there. And I'm like, what is he about to
Right.
do?
Yeah, from hard cam side, so his back's to hard
Yeah.
cam. So it's like, first off, you can't see him. Second off, you can't miss him. Like
I thought it was just going to be an axe handle because I've seen that before. But
Yeah.
it had an actual
the
axe
real
on it.
axe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there was.
So he hits Hennig with the axe handle and then puts him in the figure 4. Jarrett comes out with a chair and takes everybody out except for Low-Key, who gets the stroke. Jarrett then hits David Flair with a chair, who for some reason still has Hennig in the figure 4.
I found that pretty funny.
Jarrett puts the figure 4 on David. Hennig gets attacked by the Harris boys, and AJ Styles comes out and attacks Jarrett. Commentary is very confused about AJ joining SEX. Russo says, you want to bury an axe in my back?
I was like, oh God, he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
Even today said that. He was like, I hope he's talking about that axe as a metaphor.
Yeah. Daniels and Skipper hit a single corner Event Omega on Jarrett through the table. Russo takes the axe to the TNA sign at the top of the ramp. Russo ends the show by saying the following show has been presented by Sports Entertainment Extreme, and the show fades out.
But he just said the following show.
I know, not the
preceding.
not the preceding,
You
yeah.
dumbass.
I know. So your match length was 21 minutes and 8 seconds. Your post-match segment was 5 minutes and 20 seconds, with your full segment length being 27 minutes and 44 seconds. My only thoughts here, literally no one cares about David Flair.
Dude,
That was so strange.
You
No
just had the Road Warriors come out earlier on your show.
And now you have David
It
Flair
really
here,
deflates it.
Like,
It really deflates your whole, like,
That's your main event surprise?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is your main event surprise going to be? Because if it's not the Road Warriors again, I don't give a fuck. Oh, cool. They're back. That's
Yeah.
even a better surprise. Because I saw them leave the building.
crazy.
This isn't even crazy.
I saw them go out of the door. Where'd they come from?
No, this is...
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, before all that, though, The match.
The match
was match of the night.
Yeah, obviously.
What was so good.
Yes.
The match was good.
The post-match segment ruined everything that was good about that match, because I don't even have any notes about the match.
Oh,
but
the match was
but the match
so
was good.
They built up so much goodwill with that match that they immediately squandered with David Flair. It was great.
Dude.
Daniels, first of all, is so amazing.
Yeah.
He's so crisp,
So
smooth, and everything that he does.
Yeah.
Low-key just looks so believable in everything that he does. Felix Skipper does his thing. I don't know what he does, but he does it. I have no problem with him. But that match was so good, finally. It was probably one of my favorite matches, like, in all the pay-per-views we watched so far.
Yeah, it was, I'm a little disappointed that it ends with SEX up clean. Over.
The clean killed me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to me, it's so, like, with as hot as the crowd is behind Red, as dirty as SEX has been the whole show,
Yeah.
and then they're just, like, up clean over these was a little insane. But other than that, yeah, I thought.
Especially because it was supposed to be the whole, well, let's see how you fare when things are even. Oh,
Yeah.
apparently pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, God damn,
Yeah.
we suck.
Things are even, and we lost.
Yeah, that's not
Clean.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did they use the axe because of Henning's dad?
That's got to be something to do with that. Like, I don't. It's
Larry
such
the
a
Axe?
like a far reach.
Dude.
Like, I can't. I just. There's no way they're gonna bring Larry Henning on the show for a one-off. Like, it's just.
Okay, let's just get to the predictions then. I like those odds.
All right. So bell to 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 bell. 67 minutes and 56
Hey,
all right.
seconds. So that's an hour and 7 minutes, just under 8 minutes
Damn.
on this hour and 53-minute show.
Good.
We're about 2 minutes removed.
Dude, it's so wild that we still got that with all that Russo talking.
It is pretty crazy, yeah. It is.
I feel like he kept coming out. I was like, stop.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's my part of my show thoughts right there. Is it's just every segment with Russo went way too long, and there were too many. It was like, what? I just 3 of them, 4 of them. How many were there? I just, oh my gosh.
I do like wrestling shows that have like an overarching theme that connects everything and kind of like, all right, we're getting back to the main thing, which is going to be in the main event. But I don't like it when it's just constantly Russo himself talking. Like, involve other people.
Right.
And, like, other people we know, not like, and here's David Flair!
Well, I know him, so other people we care about.
Well, yeah. Right.
Yeah, and well, like you said, man, I can't believe that. Except for the Road Warriors, the heels won in every segment. Like, Tina looks real bad right now. They need a win real bad.
And again, like, the big main event, like, Bullet Bob comes out. You guys dirty fighting. Let's see how you do it clean. Oh.
Pretty well.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I guess TNA does stink.
Any other thoughts about this show you want to add, or?
Just when I thought they had the order of the card right.
Yeah.
They go ahead and put a great main event, but also put the Road Warriors in the middle.
That was weird. Yeah.
It's like, is this the first show that's like built? It feels like really built around X Division. Like, most of the wrestling was X Division.
Yeah, I feel like maybe there's been one before.
That's
something
what
like
I'm
that.
really happy about. It's not really about Henning or Jeff Jarrett or whatever. They have their segment, but they're really pushing the X Division now, especially putting them in the SEX.
I like that the X Division, like, the Daniels and Skipper and Loki were up on Hennig, up on, like, hitting them with their shit, beating them down.
They have all these guys, and they just put him, like, low mid-card. Like, they should be in the top card with these other guys that you have as draws so they can get the rub and learn, and then they can be the next generation. They're not doing it right.
Yeah.
But now it looks like they're finally, hopefully, going to do it right.
For now. They'll fuck it up. But, yeah, what is... I don't get the idea of, like, and more and more and more. Like, ooh, and this surprise and this surprise and like
yeah, that was too many.
blow all of our loads in one.
It's gotta be just like, you know, we'll lose it if we don't do it. Like
Yeah.
if we don't do it this week, they'll never come back. Like we'll just never see them again.
This probably, if we did the numbers, and I might do it, this probably might have the most people, like talent, in one show and card.
Probably, yeah.
Because you got the 10-man, you had the 3-team,
Three, yeah.
you had the 6-man at the end, and then
Right.
in every segment there was run-ins with people.
Yeah.
Percy was there, the Road Warriors. So there was
Yeah,
a
this might
lot
be
of
the
people
most.
at
Athena
the
had a
show.
spot. Yeah, everybody's doing
Right.
something.
Jeez. Yeah, Athena, Desire. What
Damn.
this is a lot of people.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this was gonna be the
Yeah.
last show, so they booked
Everybody gets a
everybody.
payday.
Yeah. All right, why would you make this, once again, according to Jerry Jarrett's book, The Story and Development of the NWA TNA, a new concept in pay-per-view programming? The show was rewritten a day before and the night of.
Yep.
Mainly because the website, which I don't know if they meant the website, or if like the forums, the website, but they revealed 3 out of the 6 surprises before the show.
That explains that one sign I saw that said "Guess who's back," and I was like, "Who was he talking about?" And then like 3 people showed up, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
how did he know?"
I think it was the X Division guys. They might have leaked, and then they didn't talk about the Road Warriors or David Flair because I feel like you would have heard about that. Also, the Russo segments did go long, and they had to scrap 3 different segments.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
They
so-
scrapped 3 segments?
3 segments. I mean, definitely one of them was that Percy pre-tape. So,
Right.
but I don't know. I mean, maybe some tag match promos or something that made sense. Probably a Mortimer Plumtree, like you said, promo. Yeah. Maybe something from the X Division. Those guys would have benefited from a promo. Not that half of them could talk anyway. I mean, most of them can't, but yeah. All right. Guess the card. Here's what's advertised. Nope, that's wrong. There's nothing advertised.
Right. We're taking 2 weeks off, guys, and we're turning our brains off for the
Yeah,
holidays.
nothing's been advertised. I didn't write anything down because I don't know what's going on with Russo. What's going on with any of this stuff? I don't know.
Oh man, I really feel like they're just gonna throw some things out the window. Like, fuck it, this ain't working.
Yeah, and just totally forget about some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before in the super pitch, I mean, is AJ with SEX? Are those guys gonna get tag title shots? Is Killings and Hennig gonna try to team up against SEX because they got beat down, or is Jarrett gonna team up with it's all. I don't know. What do you guys like? Literally have any thoughts or desires for the next show?
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts.
All right,
Larry the Axe Hennig is going to show up.
Okay, so you're just lying to us now.
We're going to have a tag match with Daniels and Elix Skipper, and we'll have a singles match with Loki, probably with like Tony Mamaluke. And Norman Smiley will show up in some capacity.
rooting for it. Maybe it'll happen.
And Quiet Storm will have a tag title match.
All right.
I don't think we're coming back from the holidays and seeing Kurt Hennig. I don't know why. I just get it.
Gone.
Well, no, I'm not saying gone forever, but he's gonna need some time to recover from the holidays. Yeah, Hennig will not be there. I don't think Percy Pringle's coming back.
Oh, I'm just gonna drop it.
Yeah, fuck it. We didn't show the tape. Who cares? I hope the Road Warriors come back.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I want a nice sit-down backstage interview with Tenay and the Road Warriors, where they're just talking candidly.
Not angrily or gruffly, just having a casual conversation.
Or they could do both in the same setting, where they're like, "So I just wanted to think of your thoughts on Russo and him coming here," and they're just sitting there. What do you know today? Jesus Christ! Wake everyone up. Oh, and I forgot. There has to be a Jeff Jarrett is Superman segment where he just comes in and fights off like 20 people, like he keeps doing.
Oh yeah.
Because they're trying to push him as like the super face.
How great is it in a fight to just like knock out like 6 guys, and then you're like, well, I guess they're done in this fight, and then you just lock the guy up in a leg submission,
Yeah.
and then all their friends come back and stomp your face.
I forgot. Whoops.
Oh, you were knocked out with one punch.
I hope that the next show that we find out that Athena and the Road Warriors are connected in some way, and that wasn't just the most convoluted run-in. Like they just both happen to run in at the same time.
She could be the new Sunny with the outfit.
That's what I'm hoping is
Or
she's like
she
their
could be the
new
new Paul Ellering. She could shave her head.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And the outfits. Like we could do both.
Hey.
It's new, it'll stand out. Yeah, but honestly that's like I don't the whole who is it?
Norman Smiley?
Jason Cross getting the title.
right.
I'm not interested. I don't have enough emotion towards that to care. He's only had one match. Like I don't even like the guy that much.
It was funny.
And versus Siaki, there's no way Cross
Oh,
versus Siaki can be a good match.
No, it's gonna be like a fucking 4 or 5 minute. It's gonna be nothing.
That guy made his entrance, and I was like, who? And then it ended, and he won, and I went, who? And I still didn't know who he was. The
He's-
whole match.
He's just the move. He's just the move.
Yeah. He just it's like isn't his gear just like black trunks
Yeah,
and then
with
a
like
cross on the back?
Some sort of white design on it or something.
A cross.
Yeah, I
Because his
guess.
name is Jason
It's
Cross.
bad. He's
A
bad.
cross from what?
Cross.
Yeah. So I mean, it seems like a lot of us just like I don't know. Those guys aren't ever gonna show up again.
Yeah.
I hope those guys never show up again.
I hope they're out of work and die poor on the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah. All right, I don't know. So maybe some of that stuff will happen. Maybe the company will never come back from the holiday hiatus. I don't know. Who's to say, really? I don't know if it's the next show or not. This was what? Episode 26?
Yeah.
You should have just guessed that Russo did a Russo and was like, we're starting from scratch.
Well, this is
I don't think that happens because I know what Henning's last match is with the company,
Oh.
and
oh.
because of that,
An axe on a pole match?
it has to be coming soon.
Is it an axe on a pole match?
That's just
Oh my god, it's an
Oh
axe on a
my
pole match. I
God.
can't wait. I just guessed it.
Yo.
I'll tell you this. I'm very positive it doesn't happen during one of the 30 show. Like we're on 26. It doesn't happen during one of the 30s. And it definitely happened before 30s. So
On the TNA site, this is the last one listed in their Asylum years
oh, did it?
category.
Really?
Yeah, when I looked, it was
Oh.
Maybe for this year.
Yeah, it might just be for this year.
oh maybe I did it wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
Now
I
you
mean,
gotta search for
also,
2003.
their site could just be wrong. Like,
Right. Yeah, it's poorly designed.
all right, yeah. So if you any of that seems interesting, or you want to figure out if they're still alive after the holiday, join us for the next episode to talk about all that. If you enjoyed the show, consider giving us a like or a 5-star review, or sharing us with any of your friends or even your enemies. Subscribe to the YouTube. Me need a money, but like legit, still haven't been to the Patreon in a while. Don't know if it's connected to me or any of the money that you're giving there is going to me.
The money's going to Al Qaeda.
Well, it could be. I don't really know what Patreon does. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's like the IRA or like Israel or
Yeah. So I was gonna say some other dissolved, but no, Israel's still around.
those are
Whoa.
they're still around. No, Palestine, that kind of they're dissolving.
On the
Mm.
way out?
Well, the people are trying to dissolve them. So yeah, we are WWYMT on most websites. Intro music is "Falling Off Your Love" by Kill Paris with the TNA intro theme edited in. For Brother Skylar and J Delta, I'm Jimmy Time. Please remember, without the mistakes of others, we'd be forced to endure the pain of failure ourselves. Support the arts. The preceding recording is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed in this podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Why Would You Make This, its owners, employees, or associates.